We got a question about can tech ever be part of this solution? So I want to kind of flip the tables on that because we've talked about screen time and technology and all the epidemics here. But this emailer writes, "Hi, Matthew. I completely agree that screens are a big part of the problem, but I'm curious if some technology could also be part of this solution. Things like e-readers, adaptive lighting, or break reminder apps. Have you seen any tech-based tools that actually support better visual hygiene?" I'll throw it out to whoever wants to comment on this one. First, are there any technological tools that we have available?
Well, Matt,
Brianna, actually, let me start with Brianna on this one.
okay.
Go ahead.
So I love how Cheryl brought up Apple. Like in that, when they launched that, the near distance outdoor time, I can't remember. I have to look it up. It's within 10 minutes of it launching, there were millions of hits on how to turn it off. So yes, there are those things that I think are good. And I can't remember who it was at Vision by Design, but the 2020 rule is just so outdated. Like 20 seconds is not enough time to do anything. So I just also it's about breathing. It's about sitting up straight. And I even talked to this about all my parents, or like just patients in general. Sit up straight and breathe, blink. So every 20 minutes, look far away, roll your shoulders back, breathe. Like you see so many kids where their head, they have tech neck, and I pull that up and show them what it means. Your head's a bowling ball. At 30 degrees, you're holding like 28 pounds. These little necks, you see their posture. It's complete crap. So again, it's looking at the holistic environment on your wrists and your hands and your neck and all of it. It's just alignment. And we're just calling that out more and more. Then I will say, I don't know about you guys too, but what's made this really successful is I practice with my door open unless they want me to close it. And I've condensed all my myopia visits. So yesterday was crazy because it was Veterans Day. Thank you for your service if you're out there, but it was like kid day, right? And so between 2 and 4 are always my myopia patients. And so when they hear me say it over and over again in the workup, they've now heard me say it 3 times. So by the time their kid gets in there, they've heard me say it again. Mm-hmm. So it builds that confidence in them that they're now part of the tribe.
Right. I love it. Yeah. And hearing a message over and over again is a huge part of, like what is that statistic that we as human beings like need to hear it like 5 to 7 times before it really sinks in? Yeah. Carrie, I'm sorry I interrupted you. You were ready to
okay.
go. What did you want to say?
I've been to China many, many times. This technology was in there before COVID. They have these glasses that they wear that have cameras on them and sensors, and they can tell exactly how much time the kid is doing whatever it is they're doing. So it's like a spying thing. But they also beep when you get the distance is too close. You're reading too close. So these eyeglasses with the sensors will actually sound, tell you move it further away. So there's all kind of, talking about tech and being an ability. But personally, okay, I'm an old generation guy, so I'm thinking, it's healthier for us to detect than more tech. Just tone it down. But if you ask what tech is doing, well, tech is being even more techy. So as far as being now spies on kids and telling them, what they're doing actually. Mm-hmm. As far as your point.
Yeah, and Cheryl, we'll close out with you on this one.
Sure. So Carrie mentioned earlier moving from a phone to a tablet to a TV across the room. So, I've got some patients who are really big video gamers, and some of them to the point where they want to do esports as a college degree, right? So you're not going to take somebody who has a huge passion for this and who wants to do it as a profession and say, no more video games. But I think thinking about how do we get these kids off of phones and onto that TV? And parents will ask me, well, do you have any tips? And I'll say, well, if they're going to watch a movie or if they're going to get to watch a 30-minute show, have them watch it on a television instead of a phone. Or screencasting. They can cast their game up onto a monitor up on the wall further away from them. And kids are like, oh, I get a screencast. Okay. Like the gamers, they want a screencast. Like they think that's great. Selling the littler kids on watching a movie on a TV that's all the way across the room. Like, I don't get it. When we were growing up, TVs were small, and then, like a 19-inch TV was big, and then a 27-inch TV, and then, oh my goodness, a 32-inch TV was huge. And people were just like, the bigger the better. Everybody wanted to spend these high dollars to get these big TVs. Now what is happening? Why are kids watching a movie on a tiny screen?
Right.
What is wrong with these children? I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, and when I travel now, like it's hard. Like it's the apps on your phone. I don't want to search through. Like actually don't turn on the TV in hotel room.
It's wild.
Yep. I'm the same way.
Another thing that
We're all doomed.
Another thing that I've heard, and I remember somebody did show a study on it. There was a study on it. Is using the help me out. What's that called? Like when you make your cell phone screen black instead of white, dark mode.
The reverse contrast.
Yeah, dark mode. There are a few studies, I think, or some limited information saying that dark mode may be better than light mode. So I think that's really good. And then I'm a big fan of the Kindle Paperwhite, as opposed to, if you're going to do an e-reader, as opposed to like a Kindle Fire or something like that, because the Paperwhite doesn't use LCD technology, which is a little bit different. We're kind of more going into the realm of blue light versus not blue light, rather than talking about working distance. But I do think that that's a nice thing to kind of add in. So.
Yeah. Can I add something more to this? Ask just my
Please.
colleagues. These special, blue blocker glasses, the other things for the wavelength, the interruption with sleep, REM sleep. What do you guys do about that when your patients ask you questions as far as, should they get these blue glasses or not, that are going to, do a number for me so I can do more of the close work, on the computers later into the evening?
Well, I think it's really important to promote blue blocking glasses, but I also will inform them, and most people now know that circadian rhythm is important. Sleep is important, and we know that can play a role. But yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be seen as a free pass to just be on screens later and longer.
Yeah, gotcha. And there's a thing that I do. I don't know how helpful this is, but there's a widget you can use, you can create on your iPhone. I'm sure you can do this on Android as well, where when I press it, it turns the phone into black and white, grayscale. And that is a reminder to me that when I pick it up and look at it and I see that it's black and white, it's like, oh, I did that for a reason, instead of instantly getting lost into the phone and start, I don't know, doom scrolling or checking social media or whatever the case may be. It's like it's baked into who I am now. Like if I got 5 seconds or 5 minutes to spare, I'm instantly pulled up my phone. It's the first thing I look at when I wake up. It's the last thing I look at before I go to bed. So if I can switch this thing over into like black and white mode, it's kind of like this, it just kind of snaps me out of this trance of checking your phone all the time. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I made a decision to use this less, and here's that reminder to do so. So there's a bunch of little tricks like that that are available.
There's
for sure.
even, that's really interesting that you bring that up, Matthew. There's even a way that you can turn your phone to be like all red.
Oh, okay.
Which is supposed to be useful for like lowering stress and getting your brain ready for sleep. And by the way, it's horrible to look at, so you won't want to look at it. So I think just things like that are kind of fun to utilize and kind of play around with.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to. I'm going to look into this more and see what else is out there, because I think this is an interesting, using tech to help us use tech less.
Yeah.
There's also, have you heard of this green noise?
No.
Okay, so I didn't know about this, and then my friend was talking about it, and I immediately had to go look it up. We've all heard of white noise, but it comes up in like menopause chat groups, because during menopause, a lot of women lose the ability to sleep well. And green noise is a certain type of noise that you can play on your phone. You can look it up on Spotify, green noise playlists. And the sound waves are such that it helps calm your brain and get it ready for sleep. So it's kind of like the audio version of avoidance of blue light is the sound wave stuff, which I'm sure audiologists know all about it. But just one more rabbit hole to jump down if you're interested in improving sleep habits.
If you're interested in getting the rest of the episode, consider becoming a paid supporter of the Myopia Mindset. In addition to an extended version of this episode and every other episode that we do, you'll also get access to exclusive monthly bonus episodes of the Myopia Mindset. And I know you're interested. You've made it this far. You can do so on our Substack, myopiamindset.substack.com. I'll see you at the next one.